Welcome back to the MicroMolar podcast. I'm Susan, and I'm back here with Jonathan to dive into a fascinating article from the Maragin Health Foundation. It's all about the relationship between insulin and mitochondria.
That's right, Susan. It's a critical connection that really gets to the heart of metabolic health. People hear about insulin all the time, but they don't always connect it to our cellular energy production.
Exactly. The cell's powerhouses. So, for our listeners, let's break it down. Jonathan, can you give us the simple version of what insulin's main job is?
Of course, the easiest way to think of insulin is as a key. When you eat carbohydrates, your body breaks them down into glucose, which enters your bloodstream. Insulin is the hormone that unlocks your cells, allowing that glucose to get inside where it can be used for energy.
Okay, so it's a gatekeeper for energy.
Precisely. And once the glucose is inside the cell, it's handed off to the mitochondria. They are the power factories that convert that glucose into ATP, which is the actual energy molecule that powers everything your body does.
Right. So insulin delivers the fuel and the mitochondria burn it. It sounds like a perfect partnership.
When it's working well, it is. But the article makes a great point that insulin does more than just provide fuel. Healthy insulin signaling also helps mitochondria run efficiently, helps maintain their structure, and even promotes the creation of new mitochondria.
Wow, so it's like a good factory manager, not just a delivery driver. It ensures the whole operation runs smoothly.
Exactly. But this is where the dark side of the story comes in, insulin resistance. That's when the locks on the cell doors get rusty, and they stop responding properly to the insulin key.
And I assume that has a major downstream effect on our powerhouses.
A disastrous one. The mitochondria get flooded with too much fuel, both glucose and fat, but they can't burn it efficiently. The assembly line gets overwhelmed and starts to break down.
And that breakdown isn't pretty. The article mentioned this leads to a higher production of harmful byproducts, these reactive oxygen species, or ROS.
That's right. You can think of ROS as the industrial pollution from that overwhelmed factory. It creates oxidative stress, inflammation, and damages the mitochondria and the cell itself over time. This is a key driver of metabolic disease.
So, the big takeaway is that protecting our insulin sensitivity through diet and exercise is fundamental. It's not just about managing blood sugar, it's about keeping our body's core energy factories running cleanly and efficiently.
That's the message. Healthy insulin signaling means healthy mitochondria. Insulin resistance leads directly to mitochondrial dysfunction. It's that simple and that profound.
Awesome. Thanks for joining me today, Jonathan. See you next time on the MicroMolar podcast.
See you later.